I never watched it.
Yeah, are you like one of those guys who just like has to watch
It has to be finished.
Yeah, it has to be finished
Or else
before you
I
can
won't
start
watch
it.
it.
Yeah.
The only time that didn't happen is Oribanagatre, and it's like I thought it ended at 24, but it didn't.
Well, where did it end?
No, I thought it ended at 12 episodes because I watched it. It said 12 episodes, so I thought it was finished, and then I realized it was at 24. I'm like, fuck.
Wait, Oribanagatre is 24 episodes.
Yeah. Which is
Our
why I dropped
story?
it after 11.
Wait, 24 episodes?
The one with the giant guy and the...
That's 2 cores, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 1 core.
I don't think there's enough content for it to carry into...
That show was so boring. Like,
yeah, it is so boring.
I thought it was 12 episodes. I dropped it, and the second to last episode, or what I thought was the second to last episode.
I dropped it after 11 episodes, and I thought, I'm done. This is so boring.
What's it about?
Basically, there's this really big guy who's like a gentle giant. He's a really
like
nice
the size
guy.
of Reinhardt.
Yeah.
Oh.
But everybody loves him.
This guy's fucking huge. And
Everybody loves him because he's so nice.
Well,
yeah, he's a really good guy. And then there's this other girl who's a really good girl. And basically, they start dating, and the goodness becomes compounded. And there's just so much goodness that it's actually pretty bad.
Okay.
No, and that show's popular
it's a
because
super vanilla.
if you have too much medicine,
like, there's just vanilla.
you'll die.
It's like you can't not find the vanilla. It's every episode.
no, that show's
The thing is,
popular
it's not
because,
good
like,
vanilla because they just inject you.
It's a shoujo romance.
excess.
Did they just
show,
like
but-
force it?
No, the thing about the show, most romances start out with 2 people, and then it ends with them coming together. They get together the second episode, and then it's 22 episodes of how they do.
Unless there's an anime
So
that,
unless you really like that kind of stuff, then you're gonna be like, wow, this fucking blows.
unless there's an anime that starts with them in a relationship in the very beginning, and then they just like kind of parody it off from there, kind of like a Milo Monster.
I feel like it was popular because like every other show like that, it takes like freaking forever for anything to happen, right? Like
Yeah.
Kimi to Todoke.
No. Wait. Are you talking about like the parody, or the traditional shoujo?
Like in traditional shows, it takes like a really long time for things to happen.
Yeah.
So I feel like people are like,
It took 2
finally,
seasons.
yeah, like finally a show where it happens in 2 episodes.
His and Her Circumstances, that show took fucking years.
years.
For it to actually get them together.
somewhere?
Like, because you knew they were gonna be together. Just look at the fucking cover of the show.
I'm just gonna.
It's the one with the really tall girl and the really short dude. It's a really famous classic romance classic, I guess.
What's
kind
it
of
I
called?
still don't remember that thing's name.
Wait, what's it called?
His and Her Circumstances. If I got it right, I might have mixed it up with a different anime.
Her circumstances and his.
But Kid's Neighbor was pretty good.
It's
Does
about
it, wait, does it actually end though?
Yeah, it has an actual ending.
A definitive
God
ending.
bless. That's
Yeah.
the one thing I
That's
hate.
1 point extra right there.
His Neighbor is an original show, right? It's not based off of anything.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I've seen.
I'm pretty sure it's original. It's Trigger's newest
Oh,
anime
that's it.
saving project.
That's
Well, that's
classic.
a perfect segue because this podcast is going to be about things that we hate, and one of the things that I hate in anime is when they have
Commercial endings?
a commercial ending, a read the manga ending, just a an ending that doesn't end basically.
Fucking Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul, Nisekoi, what else? Haruhi.
Haruhi, I guess.
Haruhi ended on the Endless 8. It makes you want to shoot yourself.
That Endless 8 is when I dropped Haruhi. I just couldn't.
You know, I
fast.
went for the longest time thinking that the website was glitched. And it was keep on playing to say, oh, what the fuck is happening? But it actually sat through all of it, but eventually it changes a little bit.
The thing is, Kyoto Annie is such a troll that they didn't just air the same thing over and over again. They recreated the episode with different angles and everything was redrawn. So they spent all the money and effort to redo the whole thing over again.
But isn't the anime like, as it was like, the 1 through 24 isn't the actual order of the show?
Yeah. They
What the fuck?
They aired it out.
Like,
Yeah, there's like a
you
actual
go.
chronological order.
I don't
to watch
recommend
the
watching
show.
it like that though.
Yeah.
I watch it in the airing order first and then rewatch it if you're willing to put in the time. But that's like 50 episodes.
yeah, I watched it just there.
And then you have to watch the movie. If you really want to get the full experience of the movie, which I think is a masterpiece, then you have to watch The Endless 8. Because you gotta get that emotion. You gotta get mad and then watch The Endless 8 and then feel the satisfaction.
I kind of got the vanilla in that anime, so I'm okay.
There are a bunch of like chapters or just arcs that are based on Haruhi. So there's like the intrigue of Haruhi Suzumiya, the melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, the disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya, and the disappearance arc was covered in the movie. And people love that arc because it doesn't focus around Haruhi actually. It focuses around Yuki Nagato, which is the.
They also made the disappearance of Yuki Nagato,
That-
which I heard was really bad.
That was that has nothing to do with the original mangaka.
Oh, I heard a lot of people hated that
I did too.
because like it wasn't even by KyoAni, right? It was by someone else.
It wasn't by KyoAni. It wasn't by the same mangaka. It wasn't by the same illustrator.
Was it by White Fox? I can't remember. It was by someone else.
It was illustrated by someone named Puyo.
Oh.
Puyo did the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya-chan series though, which I adored. They were like 5-minute shorts of.
What were they, all chibis?
They're all chibis.
Oh, that one, yeah, I didn't watch it.
Arnold likes
I
chibis.
love.
No, I
that
love
series.
the what's it called? Whatever
Idol
that,
Master Chibis?
that manga was amazing. That's a
The
10.
Puchimas?
But when the second I put on the Haruhi Suzumiya channel whatever thing and I saw Chibis, I turned it off and I stopped watching it.
Wow.
It's just like I'm just like no. I was
so
looking for
awesome.
closure and I knew I wasn't gonna get it, so I'm like fuck it.
No, I feel as though the Haruhi Suzumiya-chan, like their chibi is like a watered down version of Nichijou, I think, because it's funny. I think it's very funny, but it's not as ridiculous as Nichijou. But they do not take themselves seriously at all. Like for example, Ryoko Asakura, who's the blue-haired girl who tries to kill Kion with a knife. She comes back as a little chibi, and she's actually like more chibi than everyone else, like because she's tiny. So she has the struggles of trying to protect Nagato by killing Kion, but she's the chibi, so she can't do anything.
I remember not liking her
Well,
because like I didn't get very far in the series, but then like I got to the part where he's in the classroom and she literally just teleports him to another dimension and then fucking murders him
or tries.
or
Oh
tries to.
yeah, I remember that.
And
That was
then
weird.
like
That was
bro,
whack
like,
ass.
can you chill?
Sounds like a weird ass anime.
You haven't seen Haruhi Suzumiya?
It's actually a pretty famous anime.
What, the melancholy of.
Haruhi Suzumiya.
It's not just a famous. It changed the face of anime for a while. It was like the anime because there's so much
Like,
art, which like
Usually, if
there's
you
such a
go
large
on
fan base
like
for it.
an anime, like what's our goods website, if you go on their list of animes, that's usually on there. They usually have 10 famous animes. Usually, Haruhi Suzumiya, Index and Railgun, Baka to Test sometimes.
I say.
Oh no,
They
no,
typically
no.
really.
Baka to Test is not mainstream. I mean, people know about it, but it's not as famous as Haruhi.
I just know the dance sequence they did during the ending credits in Haruhi.
Oh yeah.
Like.
I know what you're talking about. The Haruhi, the
I know
Haruhi
so little
dance.
anime
Yeah.
music.
Or the Haruhi
And
dance.
people are always like replacing the music with like death metal. Like it would match.
There's also the Lucky Star opening,
Oh, yeah. I
the
know.
cheerleader thing.
That's horrible.
Fuck you, Arnold.
Fuck you. I
Fuck
forever.
Arnold.
You know, I went through my list because I thought I was gonna get grilled, and I ended up not having. But I went through a good list, and I lowered all the scores to make them more realistic. Still not that realistic, but I lowered Lucky Star again to 3. I was at the 4, I'm just like,
Wait, a 3 on Mal?
yeah.
So what is that? Like very bad?
Very bad.
You know what else is very bad? Your taste.
Yeah. Lucky Star's Garbo song.
Fuck. I mean, okay, Lucky Star is not like an 8, but it's like a flat 7. Read the manga endings are pretty bad.
Yeah, we all hate him. Well, at least I hate him.
But that's why I wish like studios would make original stuff more often because you can't have a read the manga ending if there's no manga, right?
Yeah.
And
I
generally, like those series tell better, more coherent stories.
The thing
'cause
is,
they're not adapted. Like,
studios are, because making anything new, just like anything in the real world,
Risk.
it's very high risk.
yeah.
That's why you don't see many different Call of Duties anymore, do you? Infinite Warfare.
Space.
Fucking someone made a video. They got the reveal trailer for the new Call of Duty, the space one.
Yeah.
But they replaced the background music with the Star Wars theme. And like there's this cut where like the space is launched, like this ship is launching into space, and it's from the view of the cockpit, and like the background's like da 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 da. They're just going. I'm like, oh no, it's too
Dude,
far.
there's so much hate on like Infinite Warfare. I don't know why. I think like space battles would be
Infinite
cool.
Warfare.
I have.
The campaign reveals
That's
like,
it
Not
million
Call of
dislikes.
Duty. It's not Call of Duty. What? Why are they taking it to? Okay, this isn't a game podcast.
Well,
but we gotta go there.
we can
It's
talk about
not
it.
Call of Duty. The thing is, the first Call of Duty game was
The World War
revered
One.
for being revered
Which
by everyone.
COD are you talking about?
World Call of Duty.
'Cause
Well,
there's a shit ton.
No, I'm
Like the
talking
first
Are you
about.
talking about literally
I'm talking about the
1?
COD franchise.
Oh,
The first Call of Duty game was reviewed as being like accurate, right, to what war was like, and then they progressively made more and more World War II games. Eventually, they got to
After-
Modern Warfare, which
after
was also a boots on the ground.
So you're
Game.
against like the
It's-
boost jumping kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm against flying and shit.
Yeah,
That's bullshit. I'm playing a game and they're just flying everyone. I'm like,
Like-
fuck this game.
future stuff is just not appealing.
really?
People, okay, it's kind of sad to say, but people don't want to kill robots.
Do you feel like,
They wanna
it
kill
lacks grit?
What?
Do you feel like those games lack grit? Is that what you're saying?
I think they lack skill.
Skill. I mean, how? What's the skill curve difference between
The
Advanced
skill-
Warfare? Between like what was the one that Sledgehammer made? Advanced Warfare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like and playing Advanced Warfare and playing like COD 4 is like not that much different in difficulty.
But it
I could
is.
play both.
If you look at it, the skill gap has decreased. Like
No,
the fact, no,
legit
okay,
for
look,
Call of
the
Duty-
fact that 10-year-olds,
it's always been low.
the fact that 10-year-olds could play Modern Warfare 2,
Yeah, but 10-year-olds could play COD 4 also. It's like not.
no, but not well. Like the difference
There's
between
some time I think
MLG
they could.
people and like other things, the kill streak system in and of itself has been made easier. Not everyone could get a nuke, right? In Modern Warfare 2, not everyone could get a nuke. That was something hard to get, but now getting like a Moab from Black Ops, that was easy. And everything that you get,
Was the kill requirement lower?
not
No,
just
no, it wasn't.
it's the same
wasn't-
kill
no,
requirement,
it
but
wasn't kill requirement. It was more now
It-
points.
it was also points. It was kills and points.
So
So
if your
it's,
score streak was high enough, you could
Yes.
get a MO.
that's easy. I mean, that means you don't necessarily have to get
But
25
that's not
kills.
bad because then you're encouraging people to play the objective.
You are encouraging people to
Maybe
play
people
the
actually
objective.
fucking cap the B flags. You don't have to do it by yourself.
But then you just nuke everybody at the end of the game.
It was
Wait,
always,
I never played Black Ops, but if you get a nuke in Black Ops, does it?
It doesn't end the game.
Does it end the game? No.
It doesn't end the game.
Doesn't?
But it just slaughters everyone on the other side.
So it's like MW3 then.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh, stupid MW.
MW3 was my first COD. So
That was
so I can't like really hate it.
No, it wasn't,
Arnold
wasn't Black.
had-
It was MW3. Yeah.
Arnold has a
I hate
hatred.
the game so
Yeah, there you go.
much. The game's stupid.
Wait,
He has
you
been-
can't even get nukes in Black Ops.
No,
right?
I was
What do you
saying.
You were talking about MW3,
Yeah,
right?
MW3.
Okay.
MW3, I don't know. It was just boring. The multiplayer, I don't know. It was
The game was stupid. You had 5 guns that did the same thing. Almost all those assault rifles, except that 3 burst that was OP for like 50 years,
Type 95.
did the exact same thing. Yeah,
Type 95 is fucking OP.
They nerfed it, but not even that
Enough.
much. They just made the hip fire slightly bigger. I was like, oh, okay.
A lot of people don't like the fact that they're making Call of Duty more centered around special forces. Like, you are a special forces operative.
oh, you're not just a regular, grunt.
And people like being just a regular guy who just go out and accomplish things as a team with everybody. Because
That's why
in the
Call of
original
Duty-
Call of Duty, you couldn't do anything
You were
without your squad.
you were-
Because there was an established squad. When it got to like Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, they still kind of had that. You were special forces, but you still had this squad system. But like in Black Ops, you're basically a one-man army.
But that's Black Ops. You're undercover though.
You're undercover.
Besides Black Ops,
But
that's
you
the best
slaughtered
campaign.
everyone.
But are you talking about the campaign or like the multi? You're talking about the campaign, right?
Yeah.
Black Ops had like the best campaign, like of all the
No, it didn't.
I think,
No, it didn't.
I think, like,
the numbers, Mason. What do they mean?
I think Modern Warfare 2 was kind of my shining glory.
The story for Modern Warfare was groundbreaking. It was the
Except
best
Modern
thing
Warfare
ever.
3. I kind of lost it there.
I mean, they had so many plot
Fucking,
twists.
I couldn't take what's the main villain's name in Modern Warfare 3? That guy.
Makarov?
Makarov. I couldn't take him seriously because of his voice. He's like, the West will fear us. Once we destroy them, the West will fear us. I'm just like, bruh. First, lay off the helium. Then you can start dropping bombs. Okay.
All I remember was no Russian. That's all I remember.
Remember.
I lived, no, actually,
The end.
like what you call it, legit. I was just like, oh wow, this is fun. I get to kill unarmed civilians. And then I realized when I got older, I was just like, I'm gonna take
Wait,
it
that's the
first.
airport mission where you
Yeah.
kill people. I remember that
Yeah.
was a big controversy when it first came out.
Yeah,
Everyone was like, whoa.
Ain't no one care anymore. They nuked Paris in the next game.
Oh yeah.
No, they took down the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
And they
Eiffel
gassed
Tower
them
falls
too.
down.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
man.
after No Russians, like okay, let's see what we can do. Like no one cares. Nuke them.
Oh, the difference though is that
like-
your character was directly killing these people.
Just like
Yeah.
Modern Warfare 3 plot
was-
twist was that.
Yeah, but then they showed like a woman and her child getting gassed in front of you. Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, but that was through a camcorder, and then it fell on the floor, so you couldn't really see. Like, I remember that.
You
part.
couldn't see them
And then the
dying.
gas
in anger.
distorted everything. So
And over the years, Call of Duty has desperately wanted to go into space. Like in Modern Warfare 2, they just had like that one guy in the satellite. I think got blown up by the EMP. And then the next game, they have like another thing that was similar, a satellite. And then now they just want to take it into space.
in
They've been wanting
Ghosts,
to go to
there was
space
a
for a long time.
satellite. There was a
Yeah, there's a
spaceship
satellite mission.
That actually did like. What's it called?
Ghosts was so fucking bad.
Yeah, like that bomb.
Yeah, that's kind of a unanimous thing.
I only
Wait,
played the first
I'm-
campaign mission and the multiplayer for like 10 hours. And
I
then
never-
PC port looks so bad.
I never understood why it was
Yeah,
so bad.
every
Like,
COD PC
was
port
it
is
just
bad.
like a reskin of Modern Warfare?
It was a reskin of Shite.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Modern Warfare 3 is garbage. My opinion stands.
That's probably the COD I've played the most on though.
But that was so lazily made.
I mean, it was pretty similar.
Oh
to
shit, if that was
Infinite.
lately made. Look at Ghost, look at Advanced Warfare.
Advanced Warfare? Really?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
kind of want to cut Advanced Warfare some slack because it was Sledgehammer's first
Yeah.
COD game.
They tried.
And I think it was their first major
thought
like
it-
triple A.
Didn't they
game.
try to make it like multiple endings? That didn't pan out.
I never. Oh, I know. I played the campaign once.
I played the campaign.
Yeah, but in terms of the multiplayer, which I think more people care about, like it was pretty annoying. There were good things about the multiplayer, but there was a lot of shit stuff. That,
Now for Battlefield, I love Bad Company.
Bad Company
For the
was
story.
great.
More for the story than
Oh, yeah,
for
they never
the
finished it.
multiplayer. I like the multiplayer too, but surprisingly I actually like the story more.
I played Bad Company 2 before I played Bad Company 1. And what you call it?
It's an experience, isn't it?
I loved Bad Company. That was such a good.
The thing is, they
Serious.
changed it. They made Bad Company a lot more serious, like Preston Marlowe, Sweetwater, Haggard, and Sarge. They made them all serious because people were complaining that they were making fun of the army, obviously, you know. So they had to make it more serious. But I love the multiplayer for Bad Company 2. I love the single player for Bad Company. And then Battlefield 3 was really good. Battlefield 4 everyone hated because at launch nothing worked.
I heard
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
yeah,
Fucking
PC.
weird.
Nothing worked. It was a broken game.
What you call it?
But
I remember
I
that.
probably have the most hours registered in Battlefield 4 after they fixed it.
I haven't played any Battlefield in my life.
Hardline should have
But-
been a DLC.
It gave you as much
Yeah,
as
I feel like
Vietnam add-on.
Hardline should
Yeah.
be the DLC.
Hardline was awful.
I don't know. I've been a
I
COD
hear- I
fan
hear-
for
The Vietnam
since,
add-on
like,
actually
eighth grade.
arguably gave you more.
The Vietnam one was good.
I know, it was a
very
beast
good.
add-on.
1943.
Wait, was
Like-
Hardline still $60?
Probably. Yeah,
that's
it
fucked
was.
up.
It was.
That's
60
fucked
bucks.
up. Vietnam was like 20.
Honestly though, if I play another shooter like online, I'll probably play Battlefield 1 instead of what's it?
Battlefield 4.
No, what's the COD game that's coming out right now?
Infinite Warfare.
I keep mixing Infinite Warfare and Advanced Warfare and Modern Warfare. I'm like,
Okay.
Call of Duty kind of fell off the radar for me. I didn't know Ghost came out.
wait, what if the next COD is called Traditional Warfare?
I was kind of hyped.
They made Ghost because they wanted to expand on like Lieutenant Riley, who was Ghost in Modern Warfare 2. They wanted to expand on his background.
I like.
Didn't they
what's
not
called-
do that?
Yeah,
Wait,
they
isn't
didn't do
Ghost not about the Ghost Squad from
I don't
MW2?
know.
It's about.
I thought like a lot of people got angry because they thought it was about the character Ghost, but
Yeah,
ended up not
no,
being it.
no.
But Ghost was supposed to be from them, right?
I never
No.
played the
It
Ghost
was
campaign, but
entirely
I'm
different.
pretty sure it had nothing to do with the Ghost from
Like-
MW2.
Ghost from MW2 like had nothing to do with the actual game, and
It was so
I was
cool.
saddening because
You know-
I was like pre-order and you get Ghost skin. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Wait, skin?
Infinity Ward really likes to bring back old characters because you know Captain Price, right?
Yeah.
He was president in World War II.
He was president?
Yeah,
He was
no,
present.
He was
Oh.
president in that game.
So your commanding officer in Call of Duty 2 was Captain Price. Your
Yep.
commanding officer in like Modern
Modern
Warfare was Captain Price.
And in Modern Warfare 2,
yeah, they like to bring him through all the games.
in
that
Modern
they were
Warfare
making.
2, they expanded, and then like Soul was now your commanding officer.
And the voice actor for Ghost
Guys.
Is
was Gaz.
yeah, guys.
So
I
guys.
like Everyone.
dies. For soap.
I remember. I thought that was such like.
I still remember that part where like soap, don't die again, and he fucking does. And he, like,
Help! And he's like, we gotta go. Get off of me. Help!
Oh, dude, remember the stair scene where like.
and then he's like, open the door. I'm like, shit, okay. I turn around, he just fucking socks you. I'm like, bro.
Do you see how far your guy flies?
Yeah. Was he holding a deagle or like an M1911?
He's just like, how does Makarov know you? And he's like,
What if he killed him right there? It's like, ow! Shit. That was bad.
The Makarov wouldn't have died.
I remember the last mission in MW3. You know, you kill Makarov,
Yeah.
right? And then like that was the first rated M game I ever played in 8th grade. And because like my parents were kind of like, oh, you can't play rated M games until like a certain age. Eventually, like my dad was like, oh, you can play this game, so you got it for me. But then my mom never really watches me play games. But she walked into the room just in the part where I was, you know, the part in the mission when you wrap like a rope around Makarov's,
And then you
Makarov's
bust the
neck
window,
and then
yeah.
you throw him down and he dies. She came in right at the and that was like her first exposure.
Mother, please.
And I'm like, oh hi mom, and she's like, what is this?
no, that always happens when I'm watching what you call it, like anything. Like, okay, I'm watching Markiplier and like, okay, he's cool. And then my parents like walk into him like doing random shit and like mom, I swear.
I swear.
Oh my
And-
god, it's
and-
everywhere.
No, an anime. I was watching what you call it. It was a long time ago. High School of the Dead.
Yeah, like they always
Episode-
walk in the wrong moment. Like the whole series, there's only one filler episode, and there's like only a 5-minute scene within that filler episode that's like all etchy, right? There's like it's the bathtub scene, and then like I'm just I'm seeing, I'm kind of tense, and then hello, Oni-chan. I'm like no.
Oh my god, okay, wait.
Okay.
My mom has a history of walking in on times when it's
Bad
like, it would be
times.
difficult to explain it. Like I don't really watch that much like, you know, like ecchi shows, right? Because that's just not like my taste. But Strike Witches is an ecchi show, right? I don't enjoy it for that, but there's like titties in that show. There's ass in that show, right? And then
Obvious.
like even during the fight scene, there's like a billion cuts where like this is the camera and then like the girl like flies in from behind, so like when she passes you can see her ass, right? There's like a billion of those shots. So like there's like a fight scene, like I hear my mom, right? And even if she's way at the end of the hallway, I know she's coming, so I wait for a frame where it only shows the enemy because the enemy is like non-sexual. And I pause it and then I just wait. And then she comes and then she leaves because like it's too difficult. She'll like look at my screen, it's like, honey.
Sometimes someone walks in while I'm watching something, and then I feel the need to pull out a chair. So okay, this is what's happening. Let me explain from the very beginning.
Sit down. I remember actually. What's worse than that though is when you're on the last episode of a really emotional series, and then your mom walks in, and it's just like I need to be alone right now. Like, I need to focus on the. I remember freaking what was it? The last episode of Anohana. My mom walked in halfway through, in the middle of the part where you know they're on the hill and everyone's like screaming like goodbye to her. And she's fading away. In the middle of that part, my mom walked in with the laundry or something, and then like I'm not just gonna feel her like this while you know so. I had to pause it and wait.
You're just like compose myself, just like
It's like, where's your laundry?
Just like I don't know.
no, it's just like
I need a moment.
you're just like it's right there.
I don't know.
You know, but that's exactly what happened during our first anime day at JP's house.
Oh no.
Okay, so we're watching an anime called Tokyo Magnitude 8. And at the end of Tokyo Magnitude 8, spoilers, there's a kid, right? And the show reveals that he's been dead the whole time.
Okay.
So, but the girl who's his sister kept imagining that he was there because she kind of went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So at the very end, it's revealed that he's dead, and she has to kind of cope with it. And everybody, except for Arnold and I, they're weeping, they're sobbing. So we have him, we have Ken, we have everybody. Everyone's just sobbing. Chris Kwok is Chris
Well, he was breaking down.
Chris K was the worst. He was dying.
Chris cried,
Yeah, Chris cried.
but he's callous as fuck.
I know. And I was like, wow, Chris cried. This guy right here.
And then like all I hear from like Chris is like fuck you, Brandon.
Because I'm sitting there and I'm just watching, right? And then I hear, And I'm like, what's that? And I looked to my side and I was, and I'm like, oh, because I watched it twice.
That's so surprising.
I watched it twice and I didn't like
I'm
shed
very-
a tear at all. I was just like, no.
You felt emotion though, I'm sure.
Well, actually, no, I didn't find it that sad. I thought that, oh, that was a good series. I was like, nice twist. I could see that because I was very like, I was trying to figure out what was happening, why she was acting the way that she was acting. But everybody was crying, and then JP's brother comes in at just that moment. So he walks in, he's like, "Hi guys," and then he's like, and we all look at him, and then I'm just like this, and then he's like, "Oh wow." And then he continues. He doesn't leave because it's JP's brother. He's blunt. So he just walks in, and then he just takes his "Hey JP, you need this." And then he's like, "Shane, get out of here!" And he's like, "Oh, sorry." And then leave. And then everyone's just like, "Did that just happen? Really?"
No, like
Chris cried watching an anime.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. How is he gonna take? Like,
I'm very-
all the really emotional. Because that's not even like one of the saddest anime endings.
I'm very,
Yeah.
I'm emotional. Like unlike these stone cold.
How's he gonna do
stones.
Planet or Angel Beats or
I
Plastic
mean,
Memories?
I didn't cry
They're
at
gonna
the
break
ending
down.
of those either.
Did
I
you
mean,
cry at
I
that
wanted to
ending?
cry, but then I didn't.
Did you ever cry at anime ending though?
No, I've never cried during an anime.
Wait, were you just like in this anime? You're just like,
I fall into pits of depression. But
Every
I don't cry.
single review that I've seen of Kunad, they all say that they cry, right? So after I finished watching like After Story, well, during like the saddest scene during After Story, I was thinking, it's like, I should probably be crying right now, right? Is that what's supposed to be happening? So I kind of gave some effort, and it's not working.
It's like
So
maybe I
just
missed
stop.
a step somewhere.
Okay, maybe I should just stab myself in the gut. Maybe I'll start
Then
crying.
cry.
The Clan was good, but the ending of Clan was pretty cheesy. After
just
Story.
like stone cold.
I don't want to spoil it for Tristan because he hasn't watched it, but
The thing
that
is,
was like
okay. Back on topic. That's another anime. That's another thing about
it was a
anime.
step above, be like Beyond the Horizon's ending.
That's one of
Is
the
that
things I
another?
hate about
Is that another
Beyond the
like
Boundary?
setting?
Yeah, there you go.
Beyond the Horizon.
And it's a boundary.
Wait, no, if you watch the movie for Beyond the Boundary, it wraps everything up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they planned to release the movie, which is why the show had like a weird ending.
Why is she alive?
Isn't Excel World?
Yeah,
Thanks.
one.
Well, are you gonna watch the movie?
This is another thing that involves.
I'm not gonna tell you.
This is another thing that involves endings that I don't like about anime is when they just like sugarcoat the ending. Like, oh, all that bad stuff never happened. It's a good ending. You know, they just have to like cheese.
Remember that
it.
assassin
Oh.
classroom thing that you hated a lot? They did that as well.
Wait, the assassination class.
Oh yeah, no one
wait,
died.
I heard that the
They made-
sensei finally died at the end. Or
No,
something.
no.
No, everyone
That's
in the show, it was you were pretty sure they were dead. And at the end, they made some BS reason. Oh, the poison wasn't strong enough for Romeo and Juliet people. And I saw that, I was like, that's some shit. Like, I like the show, much to his chagrin, but that was a BS ending.
It was the one with the they were all assassins and then there was a blue haired girl. Like
There was a red-haired girl. The blue-haired girl was
Akuma no
defending
Middle.
her.
yeah, Akuma no Real.
Yeah.
Like after I finished watching it, I was like, oh, at least people died. You know, at least like realistically, you can't go through a whole school or a whole season filled with assassins and not have at least one person die.
But no one died.
No one died. And I just thought, how?
Wait.
Yeah,
did
the
they
last
think
episode was
about
just showing how all these people are fighting, how they have a happy life afterwards.
Yeah, like that's not how it works in real life. They all die.
I mean,
In the show, it was pretty convincing though. There was some graphic
Oh,
stuff
you
in the show.
know what's an example of that? Wait, has everyone here seen all of Charlotte?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay,
Have you
Tristan,
seen it?
have you seen Charlotte?
it. Rest in pepperoni. Rest in pepperoni.
Okay, you might want to plug your ears for this next part then.
wait, like, depend on what's the show, like what genre?
Okay, have you seen
Charlotte.
Angel Beats?
It's romance
Yeah.
drama.
It's like Angel Beats.
It's a key anime.
It's a key anime.
It was a
like,
pretty big show. Well, at least at the time.
Okay, so Angel Beats is one of the biggest like
I know.
gateway anime.
Okay, but an example of that is in Charlotte. You know, okay, Charlotte wasn't that good, right? But you know
Okay,
the part.
no, I'll be
where-
honest. I like Charlotte.
I like Charlotte too, but
Charlotte?
there were faults.
Is it just like Charlotte?
I
Yeah,
think
Charlotte, yeah.
that the biggest
Stripped its
issue
name.
with Charlotte was that it wasn't long enough. It should have been 2 course.
Definitely, but the thing
Why
about
is it
that series,
not
like
fun?
one of the few things I liked about that show was when the little sister died, right?
Oh, that was like
that was like a big development in this, and it pushed his character forward like really far. I thought, oh, okay, that was a good part, right? But then they totally negated all that shit because he goes back in time or something and saves her, right? And then I'm like, you just erased everything. Like, what's the point?
When they do that, I always think that, oh wow, they just cheese that in because they just want a happy ending and they're just setting up for a happy ending. Yeah, like in the end of the story anyway, like he loses all his memories, kind of goes a little bit insane.
Yeah.
But
Charlotte?
He remembers
No.
her because he.
The guy.
I forgot.
Because he absorbed
You mean
everyone's
in
power.
Charlotte? I mean.
Yeah, in Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
What was that one thing he had that he remembered her by? I forgot.
That
He's
those,
he's
those English words.
Yeah,
he was like, I don't want to.
just-
Oh yeah, it was like vocab cards, flashcards, right? Yeah.
Dude, the
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
dumbest part was when you know the part where he goes to the village and there's a girl with the healing powers
Yeah.
and he takes her power and he's still like blind in one eye, right?
Yeah, he doesn't
And
heal
then,
himself.
You know how he can't go back in time anymore because one of his eyes are hurt?
If he
I'm
heals
like,
his eye.
if he heals his eye, can't he go back in time and just stop everything? But
And also, it was. I thought it was really bad how he just got like shot by a crossbow. Like of all things, a crossbow. I thought it would have been better if he just at least make it a gun, you know. But he got shot in the crossbow at the very end, and he didn't do anything about it. I feel as though he would be so powerful that it would stop the crossbow.
it's probably a power, like plot convenience. Probably a
Plot
power.
armor?
The last 2 episodes had enough content to fill maybe 2 cores in and of itself. That's how much.
He goes around the whole world.
Yeah, that's the type of story I like to write. Globe-trotting stories, things that take place around the world. And I would have made that really long, but they just made it 2
No
episodes.
budget.
Yeah. I mean, if the first core of Charlotte was just him getting to that point where he had to, go around the world, and then they made a whole other season where he's going around the world, that would have been really good. It would have given them a lot more time to do stuff.
Actually, another parallel between Charlotte and Angel Beats was the romance came out of fucking nowhere. Because I remember in Angel Beats, like that was the first anime I ever watched. But even back then, I thought it was really weird. Like he suddenly is into this white-haired chick.
Yeah, that's kind of.
And then in Charlotte, like I had no idea, but suddenly once again he's into this white-haired chick. They're both white-haired chicks.
You saw more in Charlotte though, right? You saw
seeing
a bit more.
pattern.
Angel Beats, I can understand. Like,
In Charlotte, like I was more cynical, so I could tell that they're probably gonna set it up, but they did such a bad job, and out of nowhere, she's like about to leave the hospital room, and then he's just like, wait, she's like, what? She's like, I love you,
It was like, oh yeah, cool.
and then her reaction is literally, huh? like, I'm not kidding. Don't you remember? That's how
Yeah, I know.
she goes like, the fuck you talking about? There's no like reason for this.
That's
I'm
kind
like,
of how the viewer feels.
yeah. I'm like, wow, that's mad.
Didn't she
Like
give
Steve
him
Harvey
the
in the
vocab
show.
card?
Yeah.
She gave him the vocab card right before he went on the journey, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would make more sense if she gave it to him like in the very beginning, or gave him something in the very beginning, and that's what he would remember her by. But they kind of just like shimmy that in there, like right before his journey. He gave this like vocab cards. I mean, it could have been given by anyone.
Jun Maeda rushes his stories too much, or perhaps he just never gets enough running time to tell them properly. But like his ideas are always really good. He just can't flesh it out.
I mean, Clan was good. When he gets
Yeah, but
50
Clannad,
episodes,
he had like 50 episodes to do
when
it.
he gets 50 episodes,
Yeah.
just imagine how many Clannad after stories we could have if he just gave all of his if they just made all key animations
Yeah.
50 episodes.
Like Angel Beats had so many interesting side characters and stuff.
Yeah.
But then like you know how at the end like 80% of the characters like, vanished without any like explanation to like their personal story. Like if it was longer, we could have.
the good thing
some of
about Angel Beats
Like-
was that they made every like you liked all the characters in the anime, you didn't even know them.
Yeah, they were likable. Just
That's a-
Wasn't there that guy
testament to
that
the
could
quality.
barely speak Japanese?
oh TK.
Yeah.
TK.
Yeah, I know every character in that show because I that was the first show I ever watched. He's like Stairway to Heaven, man.
What are some of the things?
That's part of the anime.
What?
What are some of the things that he says?
TK.
Yeah.
He has a lot of good quotes. I better forget.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it in a while. I watched him in freshman
He
year.
just says like random like things.
Yeah, it's just like one-liners.
He goes like left, right, up, down, man. he's like reciting
that.
video game cheat codes or.
I like how Otonashi just passes him in the hallway. He's just doing head spins.
Oh yeah.
Just there.
TK was a good decision.
Yeah, let me look up his quotes. They were pretty great.
Oh, yeah.
Probably faster, but
He was like reciting cheat codes.
He said a bunch of stuff, and that was pretty great.
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start.
Mm.
Can't always get rid of
Okay, in
that.
episode 1, he says, "Come on, let's dance."
Come on,
And
let's dance.
He says,
It's the way he says it too.
He says, "Feel the groove, man."
Is he Lucio?
Nice and slow.
Feel that healing beat.
Just Wild Heaven. Oh, I remember Just Wild Heaven. I remember that. Get chance.
Remember, there's this one quote you really like.
Get chance and love.
Get stabbed. Yeah.
I remember
that was great.
there was a part where they're playing games in class and like they get in trouble and like they jump out the window. He's like, "I'll be back." He just like dips.
They also need more time to explain the rules of that world.
They
like-
did.
Like they vaguely explained it like, oh, if you like I guess accept your death, then that's how you move on, something like that.
Yeah.
But they were they rushed it a lot.
Wait, how many episodes?
It was
It's 12.
12 episodes.
It's a short anime.
Yeah.
If there's more characters than episodes, you know you're gonna have a problem. Just say there's more than 12 characters in that show.
There were a lot of characters. It was a really good show,
It
though.
was
Still.
like 20, 30 characters. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, stuff we hated. Okay.
Okay,
You know what?
so far we've
You
only
know-
talked about like one thing.
You know what I fucking hate? like of all the genres of anime, I've probably watched like primarily romance anime, like in terms of pure volume, like the
Okay.
most.
Yeah, same.
Right?
Yeah, me too.
I'm pretty sure that's true for a lot of people. And the number one thing I hate is when like two people are about to kiss and then it just doesn't happen. Like
I know that.
Sakurasa Chunibyo.
yeah, Sakuraso, Chunibyo, Eva, there's so many. I can just go to my list right now.
Oh,
And
Sakurasa
all-
actually made me burst in rage. I actually screamed in my house.
Sakuraso made Sakuraso was amended by the fact that like she kind of kisses him like right after that.
Oh, he was on the cheek, right?
On the cheek, and so it's like halfway.
How is it-
And she says like
Chunibyo, they kiss on the cheek too.
Yeah, I know that.
yeah, but then like Sakuraso, she said like my reservation for later. So it's like that pretty much means like, hey, once we're alone, we're gonna go.
We're
No,
gonna,
but it's like
we're gonna
do
do
that
the
so
do.
often though. It gets to the point where like I never expect them to kiss anymore. I always just like it's gonna be a fun. It's always a fun too. It's always a fun.
It
Call.
depends on what type of anime it is. Like in My Little Monster, they kissed in the first episode,
Yeah,
and he
Yeah.
forced her to kiss him.
that was a
And
good
then they
show.
don't
That was
kiss
a good
again
show.
until the OVA.
Yeah.
But that was also kind of forced. But I mean, whatever. I don't know. I like My Little Monster.
When Chunibyo, like the like what was her name? The Summer, Mori Summer, something like that. Like the orange haired girl and the girl with the yellow pigtails.
Yeah.
Dekamori or something like that.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
They kiss in the OVA.
But that was an accident.
Yeah, but they still kiss.
And then and after that,
Hey!
the anime has like this weird like reverse psychology mentality where it, like in real life it's like two people start liking each other and then they kiss, right?
Yeah.
In anime, two people kiss and then they start liking each other. Like it just happens by accident. And they're like, whoa.
Naruto and Sasuke.
Oh no!
First the kiss.
we don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
But yeah, interrupted kisses. It happened in Oromo. It happened in Sakura. So it happened in The World God Only
I
Knows.
don't care.
The world that God only knows.
Actually, there was a lot of kissing in that show. Actually,
The only thing I remember from that anime was like
People
the
say
first-
she's really good. I don't know.
The world that only God knows. The first,
I like
like
that show.
the only thing that I remember from that was like all the dating sims.
Wait,
yeah.
does he actually like any of the girls?
Oh, that's actually really interesting because like he's only like conquering conquering them because like he doesn't want to die because the consequences if he doesn't do it enough. I can't really remember exactly, but like he'll die if he doesn't do it. So like that's like his motivating factor, right? But then by the end, like he kind of feels guilty for like messing with all these people's hearts, like because like they don't remember after he's done, but he remembers. So he kind of feels like
Wait,
It
so
was
does
a-
he actually like him though? Because when I read all like the synopsis and stuff before you watching it, it seems like he's kind of a playboy. It made me not want to watch it. It like
yeah,
really deterred
At the
me.
end of the third season, the last girl he conquers, like he I think ends up liking her.
Really? Holy
yeah.
shit.
But then like he finishes the conquest and she forgets all about it.
Aw.
So it's kind of like, yeah. It's really
Shame.
interesting because like he conquers all these like really unique girls. Like one's an idol, one's like really shy, and one's like they're all like kind of like unique. But the last one, she was like a total like run of the mill chick, and she's the one he falls for, and it's like, whatever.
Well, isn't that kind of a stereotype though? Like the really generic one is the one to fall for.
No.
What wasn't that
Look
show
at-
like
look
how
at,
did
Nisekoi Chitoge. Like eventually he's gonna get with Chitoge, not only there.
He
Let's
did.
be honest. Yeah. Okay. So there you go.
Like,
She's
and-
super
and
rich.
Nisekoi's
daughter of
garbage.
Yakuza.
But then I think in like that guy's case in the world God only knows, it's like different because he plays dating sims all the time. So
hilarious.
like he lives in a world where you try to conquer like tropes. So like it's funny that he falls for one person who's not a trope.
Dude,
really.
all I remember was just like a bunch of controllers like around him, and he just going.
Yeah.
He's a master. He does it with class.
I'm not sure. Maybe this is just the animes I've seen, but a lot of animes decide to make the what's it called, the stereotype that the main character always gets like the childhood friend has just like boosted points, I guess, and it's more likely. But I never see animes with
Which
the
is what
childhood friend.
Nisekoi kind of revolves around. Because whoever was
Yeah, but that's like one
key of
anime.
his lock, right? But still,
Like every single harem
must be
anime,
so famous.
the childhood friend is always thrown under the bus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've watched like 100 harem animes, and the child friend like maybe twice.
What, okay.
And the only one I can remember is
do you
Shuffle.
mean- what do you mean twice? When did the childhood friend beat the mysterious girl who enters his life?
Or like just the rest of the 50 other characters. Like, the only one I can remember is Shuffle, and I hated that anime.
Long there.
Lavender?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't a harem.
Yes, it was.
Was it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
I don't really. Well, no, I don't. I just remember that it always seemed like it was obvious this person. When the entire show is just them setting up these two people.
But sometimes
Everybody liked them, but then other people liked them too. Everyone wanted those two together, but I think that's why I liked it so much. Because everyone like just stayed out of the way.
The
They
show is
minded their
insane.
own business.
The show is very linear, and I could appreciate that.
I love that anime. I want to love it. I won't watch it ever
But
again.
sometimes there's a
I don't
childhood
watch it ever
friend
again
character you
either,
don't
but I
want
can
them to
appreciate
win.
for what it is.
Sometimes you don't want the childhood friend to win though.
Well, it depends. Right?
Like in Waiting in the Summer, I did not want the childhood friend to win.
Well, yeah, because it's like, well, like the alien girl was like very likable. So you didn't like shit.
Can't beat that.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying with the childhood friends, it usually doesn't happen.
You know what I'm saying?
Another thing I hate in anime is when the main character is just a piece of trash.
Oh yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Dead Man Wonderland.
Like,
Oh.
He's not a piece of trash.
Would you count Mirai
He's just
Nikki?
super
He's
weak.
useless.
Yeah, he's
has
useless.
no
Yeah,
drive.
Yuki too.
There's no reason for him to
Yuki's
exist.
useless in Mirai Nikki.
okay, I've watched like the last episode
He's such a tool.
of School Days, but I hear the main character of School Days is like
He's a fucker.
He's the.
He's the scum of the earth.
Yeah.
he's the
Yeah.
scum of the
He
earth.
is, he is Satan's shark.
No, he's like he's a straight playboy.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's fucked.
Dude, is the thing like?
And the
just-
thing is, he doesn't deserve it either.
me
I mean,
guess.
there's nothing good about him.
Let me guess that.
No, it's just one of those shows that this is also kind of a peep where the main character is nothing special, but everyone falls for him for whatever reason.
Yeah.
It's like he's nice, but like the side character is also really nice and
he
really
takes-
cool.
And he takes advantage of it.
It's like holy shit.
An ass.
And School Days is just garbage. That's just my
But it
opinion.
is unique in
I
a
hate
way that like he's aware of the harem and takes advantage of it. That's the only good. Well, not necessarily. It's the only like unique point. I'll
Wait,
give it.
would also like the main character of Guilty Crown be like a piece of shit? Like, you
Well,
know,
that was one
remember-
arc though, wasn't it?
Well, the whole show was pretty bad.
What? I actually liked it.
I liked it.
You didn't like Excel World either because you didn't like the main character, right?
I liked
Oh,
it.
come
No, but
on.
Excel World was able to fight.
No, I liked Excel World as a show. I didn't like his name was Haruyuki. I still remember. I didn't like him as a person.
Oh, as a person.
I appreciate that he was able to defend himself by the end, and like it's good that he grows from being bullied to like being able to stand up for himself. But as a person, I just don't like him.
Watamote. The
What
girl.
about
The
Which one
girl.
was that?
Also, it's like really jarring because in that show, everyone is drawn at roughly the same height, but he's like way shorter than everyone. And it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, he's like a small like.
But if everyone was drawn that way, at least it's consistent. But he's the only one who looks like that. And
Because
like,
he's supposed to be a piggy.
yeah, and then his girlfriend's like fucking gorgeous, and it's like
Wait, he doesn't have a girlfriend.
that black-haired girl. They get together, remember?
Really? They do?
They do at the end.
I don't think. I don't
Or like,
think so.
but like she loves him.
Isn't Excel
Well,
World?
yeah.
Yeah.
And his childhood friend, the
Yes.
orange-haired girl, also liked him too. After he broke up with the dude that tried to kill her in the
Yeah.
hospital. That was a weird scene, but that's just okay. The
Cell World
Silver
is
Crow,
dating a
man.
movie.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
The end movie. I want to watch it. I really like the Soul War, but that's what, oh yeah, another peep. It's just like shows where it's like there's like some tower with a bunch of these levels and he gets through 2 and the show ends. When he gets like there's supposed to be like a lot of levels he has to go through, he gets through like 4 of them and the show ends.
Or rather, when they skip levels or they just like jump around, like Sora Online.
Yeah, it's like
No, usually
Yeah,
like, they
it's
don't
like-
get through much of
no,
levels
it's
at
like
all.
they only got to like floor 60 or 70, and then
They got to
out.
75, and then they're like,
Yeah.
I'm tired of writing these.
And then it's
They
just
just-
like,
yeah.
here, have the main boss.
And there were a bunch of like time skips too. There was a
Yeah.
2-year time skip.
From episode 1 to 2.
How? Well, no, that was like a 2-month time skip. But then how? Like really? Come on. They were in there for who knows how long. They were in there for like 2-3 years.
I remember when I used to really like Sword Art. I watched it, I was like, this is really good, but now I watch it, I'm like, ew.
I absolutely love the Sword Art arc. Like I still really like the Sword Art arc.
Yeah, the first arc was
But
pretty
when
Yeah,
it got to
yeah.
Alfheim Online, everything just went downhill.
Yeah.
Because like there's no.
I didn't mind Alpha, I didn't like
What's
Gun
it
Gale though. Gun
I,
Gale
like,
was.
I actually like Gun Gale.
No, but it's like, I don't know, I just feel like.
There's only one- there's
I
only-
know, like, it was. Oh, yeah.
There's only like one reason why I actually liked Gun Gale, and that
It
was
was
because
Sinon, or what was the third name?
no, not her.
What?
Just because there's the fact that there was guns and like Krita was like a bat. It's just like it's like cutting down bullets. I thought it was great.
Another thing I don't like is when they make like the villains stereotypically disgusting. Like in the villain of Sword Art Online, right? They have a fixation with like licking things, like like a witch or something.
Oh, yeah.
And they make
fucking
them all
green
grody.
butterfly man and that.
Yeah, green butterfly man, and they make him
I
lick
hated
stuff.
it. I hated his guts.
And
I
they make so
I hate
many
those
villains.
characters, but that's
Yeah.
what they were going for, right? So I don't really hate that concept.
Don't make
but
them
they're
so
disgusting.
disgusting, though. I mean,
I mean,
okay.
The
If you
point
wanna
is to
make
create
them-
that repulsion.
Sure, okay. But then there are better ways to do it. I mean, all these shows are doing it the same way. They make them like
Yeah, that's-
sharp-eyed, like pointy-eyed. They have like that
tongues.
long tongues, and then they lick things. That's
mean,
just
like,
what they do.
The only
Actually, I can't
villain-
recall another show that does
If you want,
Hellsing?
Hellsing? Does that count?
Ultimate? Like I remember there's
what,
this.
like Alucard,
No, not Alucard.
But he's like, well, he's not really a good guy or a bad guy.
the priest.
I like the priest. He was badass.
Yeah, the priest was cool.
That was so cool. I was like,
Wait.
He does lick his knives away, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he does.
he
didn't
licks
he?
his knives.
And you-
But he's not even a good guy. No one's a good guy or bad guy
yeah,
in the show. Although he becomes some plant monster thing, and I'm just like, oh.
yeah.
He
He
doesn't
just
look cool anymore.
no
I think
like
the
Alucard
third
was.
season of SEO when it comes
Oh, he
out.
was
will be
killing me
good.
as a
You
human.
think so?
Shits on him. How many turns back?
When the next SAO core comes out, because it will come out, you know.
Really?
Because think about
Please,
it. Okay.
just
The
let it be
first-
over.
The first core of SAO was good until Kirito and Asuna started dating, and then it got really bad.
What?
And then
I thought that was.
Alfheim was really bad, right?
Yeah.
And then GGO arc was pretty good.
I liked it.
Right?
Really?
I liked
I
it.
didn't like
See,
Oh,
I
that was
liked
generic as fuck.
And then the arc after that was just okay. Yuki, what's
No,
her
it
name?
wasn't.
Yuki
Wait,
was
you mean after they beat the skull guy in that part?
the part after
That
that.
was so boring.
No,
It was
like what's
okay.
it called?
Oh my
no,
God.
no. After
Oh my God.
I
It was
felt
just
like
okay.
Oh my god.
I felt
okay,
like
no.
like
I disagree.
yeah, like when
where
they meet
they tried to make Asuna relevant again. And
yeah,
then
no,
it
like
failed.
legit, like in Gun Gale, like it's like they forget about Asuna.
Asuna had zero development through the
Yeah,
entire series.
exactly. And then like
Except
which
for the last core.
yeah, except for that, they were just like, okay, no, make her some.
The entire time she was just this powerful girl, and I was just
I
like,
thought that
But
okay.
my point is just that they had a good core, bad core, good core, bad core, so the next one should be good, right? Just follow the pattern. Good, bad, good, bad, good.
The thing is, the Alicization arc in Sword Art Online has nothing to do with everything else because they actually start over in the best way that the anime could explain it. Kirito loses his memories, and then he's put into a machine where he lives out his life as if, you know, he's a baby, right? So he lives through his life inside this machine.
He lives another life in the
Yeah,
virtual world.
and he doesn't know that he had another life. Like he never knew that he was Kirito. He went to Sora or Alfheim, stuff like that. So he relives his life with all these other people in this virtual reality. I don't remember why.
Dude,
like-
you know who I feel the worst for in that show?
Oh.
Like I have the greatest sympathy for Klein.
Oh yeah,
Klein was another one of those really good side characters.
Klein's like
he's
Well,
great. I
he
love
had the
him.
potential, but then they really they showed him what he was basically because they actually called him part of Kirito's harem. They accepted it.
What?
Yeah, because
Klein
it is a harem, right? And
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Obviously.
Klein is part of the harem. So
Right.
what does that mean? I don't know, but Klein, like he's such a good guy.
He
just
is.
tries his best.
Like in the
Always
first
gets the short
episode,
end of the
like
stick.
I love how like you first meet him in like Sword Art and like oh yeah he's a newbie, he's cool, and then like you meet him later, he's like oh hey it's you again.
Klein was a good character in Sword Art because I wouldn't say he's a foil, but he's pretty close to it. They start at the same time, but they're at different like levels, right? And then they start up, and then they go, and they progress together.
You know, they approach the game differently too. He
Yeah.
goes by himself, Klein forms a guild, right?
Yeah.
So, fuck, who keeps calling me?
Things we hate.
I know,
What
I
else
can't
do you
think of
hate?
it right now. There's like all the stuff that we hate is all pretty universal.
When they have a really good ending song or opening song, and then they change it mid-season.
But
Like
they always do that.
that's subjective. That's very subjective. Sometimes they change it to something I like,
I can't really have an opinion on this topic.
but
Oh, by the way,
Because you don't listen to them.
the
Let's skip all of
opening,
them.
the opening and ending song for Kiss Neighbor are really good. I'm pretty sure that's like 10 to 20% of the reason why I finished that show. Because, like, okay, like the opening song is just
meh.
good, but then the visuals are really nice, and then the ending song is like really good. And it's a rock
really-
song, so
It's
you'll probably
really
like-
hard for me to like it though. There's a lot of ones that have rock songs. Well, first of all, Jormungand, the opening and
Isn't it
the opening
Jormungand?
music is garbage.
How about,
Okay,
how
I hate
about
it.
Log
It's-
Horizon?
It's so cringy.
Data
base.
Oh my God.
Base.
Data base.
Database, yo.
Oh my god.
I actually thought that was catchy.
But the main reason why
SAO had better music. That's all.
the
I'm
main
gonna say.
reason why I say this is because they changed the first ending song of Shokugeki, and I love that song.
I mean, they changed the ending song with
Nice.
ReZero, and I like that song a lot. But the new one sounds okay too.
I like One
I
Punch
know a
Man.
lot of animes are super actiony, and then it cuts to the end song, and it's like super. Well, like not necessarily action, just a disparity, right? Or it's like something that's like really sad, and then it has some like upbeat like schoolgirl ending music. I'm just like, yo,
Oh yeah, that happens in Strike Witches all the time.
like,
Because
can't,
like at the end of the episode, someone gets shot down, and then like they crash land on a beach, and then the episode ends like no, right? And then the next episode like it starts immediately with them like wake up, like don't die on me, and then it cuts to the opening, and it's like da 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 da. It's like oh
That's like
sure.
Gakugarashi, isn't it?
Yes.
yeah, that's actually the thing I was thinking of in my head.
Okay,
Gakugarashi was good.
Tristan, is there anything you hate?
Well, just try to think of stuff that like we hate, but then like, well, you hate, but it's not like obvious we'd hate, because obviously open ending, everyone's gonna hate that. That's like no shit. Harem, unanimous. There's like I don't know a single harem anime that did it well.
So that.
Kanad?
So that
Wait,
was
what?
Harlem.
Wait, what?
No, but like
Wait a second.
They had separate OVA endings to show you what would happen if you went with the Kyo route or the Tomoyo route.
Oh yeah. I
Then
remember
again,
that.
it was a game.
It
right?
is a harem.
Was it? Clannad was a game at first.
Not the
Yeah.
okay, not the second season because they obviously got together in the first season, but the first season was a harem. But the harem ended, and that's why everyone likes it. And they also got a second season.
So Tristan, what do you hate? You know, when like things that just always happen, and you're just like fuck.
Oh man, that's a lot of animes. When they have like good stuff like developed in that world and they go nowhere with it.
Yeah, right? Like when they
that's
have
actually harem animes do that to death. They start with a decent world, even though now they're kind of copying the same stuff.
not just a decent one, when they have a beautiful world, right? And they could do so much with it.
And they
Sword
don't.
Art Online
What's it
was
called?
one.
And
What was
they
it?
don't.
It was the Phantom World one. That was a very interesting world. They do nothing with it. Oh
And,
my god, the show was
Phantom Worlds is bad.
Konosuba. Konosuba, I don't blame Konosuba because
It's a comedy,
It's
though.
a comedy. But the thing is, they have this massive fantasy world that they can play with.
Oh, they never go through.
And they
it.
never go through with it. ReZero's another one, but I give ReZero some flack because it's not over yet.
I feel like ReZero is slowly expanding
Yeah,
its
it's
universe.
very
They keep
slowly
adding
expanding.
stuff slowly.
But you know how big it is. Like
I mean,
it's
actually,
just
I mean,
insane.
I've gone into the Wikia and read the entire available synopsis of ReZero, and I can tell you there's a bunch of shit coming. But
Like a storm is coming.
not gonna say anything. But you know,
But yeah, that's what I hate.
poor Subaru. And you know,
Sword Art Online, like the 100 floors of like, I'm assuming that each map, well, each floor gets like progressively smaller based on it's shaped like a top, but or a cone. But if we assume like the bottom floor is like 100 miles in diameter or something, right? That's a lot of space. They could have fit so much stuff in Sword Art Online. They had mountainsides, but they didn't go through with anything. They just kind of
honestly, the mountainsides are probably the world walls.
Like they
The
would reach
barriers.
they would reach just like finally it's almost
What is this? Like it's like a painting.
like
You know what I
on my list.
I hate when there's misunderstandings.
oh
in anime.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
it's just so
probably-
cheesy.
because like when like relationships develop and characters progress through conflict primarily in stories, right? And then when the conflict is something that shouldn't have even happened in the first place, it just feels really fucking stupid to me. Like like there's always that thing where like like, oh, there's a guy and two girls, and girl one likes the guy, and then guy also likes girl one, but he's too fucking dull to fucking make a move.
What's an anime
And then-
where that happens
Infinite
a lot?
Straws.
Yeah, and then like
Oh yeah.
yeah, and then like
World's
the
most
guy-
like dumb character ever.
yeah,
Here we go.
and the guy is with girl two and like accidentally falls on her or something, had no intention, and then of course right there, boom, girl one walks in. Oh shit, guy's trying to fuck girl two. Oh no.
I love that guy. It's
And
just
then
like,
she
no,
runs away.
nothing-
She always runs away. She never asks for an explanation. She just runs away, right?
Actually, no.
runs away.
In their defense, that is, if you saw someone lying on top of someone else, the first thing you do is like, wait a minute, let's talk about this. You're
Yeah.
on top of her,
Or like
doing the
and then the
hanky
guy. yeah, and then like
That's not what you do. I mean, the first thing you do is like, I'm sorry, and then you close the door, and run away, right? You walk away. You don't just go, let's analyze the situation.
Okay, but think about it. Like the guy in that situation always like never manages to explain himself
Because, of
the person who walks in on them is always like, oh my god, you were doing this, but that's not the case. He always like shows like, oh wait, right? But then he keeps getting interrupted. Interrupt them back, you know? Just like shut the fuck up. Let me explain, okay? Don't get the wrong
The thing
idea.
is, this actually happens in real life. Like something happens, it's like, wait, let me explain. You know, like, and but sometimes.
Yeah, but that never happens
They
in
never-
anime. There's never like a let me explain, and that's just.
It's like
And there's a whole episode about that.
Arnold.
You know, like.
it's like Seto no Hanayume. Remember when the main character was like cleaning her bum because like her legs turned like fucking mermaid ass like fish leg thing, and then like he was wiping her, and then dad comes in. It's like I can explain.
Yeah, but that's an okay scene because it's not going to interrupt the romance. Which, if it doesn't interrupt the romance, I couldn't give less of a fuck. to be quite honest.
They do it for the sake of comedy,
Yeah.
then alright. But they do it like in an important scene, like especially
Yeah.
when it's an actual romance, right?
Yeah.
And then it happens and it totally, it could destroy the romance. I can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
I would prefer if like it was something that the main character did of his own volition. At least he chose to make that happen.
Yeah.
If it just happens just because he's unlucky or whatever, it's just like, guys.
Poor guy.
Guys.
Poor anime character.
I also hate when I mean I know I already said like interrupted kisses, but if like something's about to happen between two people that I ship, and then the opposing faction in that ship, like the other girl or the other guy, like walks in. And it's like, dude,
It's like I wish
You're
I
like-
could go on this anime, suck the guy in the jaw.
you're like
Just give me some
directly
time.
sabotaging this strong.
Just like freaking neck chop him. Like shut up.
I also hate filler episodes.
Oh yeah, beach episodes.
There's always the
Hot
beach
spring
episode.
Each episode.
Except when the whole anime is a filler episode, then
Well,
in
that's
those
something
cases,
else.
yeah.
Actually, no. There are good filler episodes, and there's bad. Like good filler episodes, like nothing plot significant happens, but like they flesh out the characters more. Or, like,
That's what they
build
do with Cowboy
relationships.
Bebop. Technically.
Yeah, that's a good filler episode. A bad filler episode is like a beach episode. Like,
Yeah.
nothing fucking happens. Like
That was all of Lamune. Every day was a beach episode.
Dude, there's so much. I can't think of a good filler episode is off the spot. I never saw Bebop.
oh, actually, that's a huge thing holding back Strike Witches. It has way too many pointless filler episodes.
Filler.
But you gave it a 7.
You don't know what
Yeah.
you don't know what filler is until you reach Naruto level of filler.
You see, Naruto has filler seasons. Seasons! Exactly. Like, what? How do they have the butt? Okay, sometimes I watch the animation for Naruto, and I think, wow, this is really good. Like,
And no, there's
and then I watch the filler episodes, and I understand why. It's like, oh, they probably put like 25 cents into making this one.
25
because like they're like Madara is in the background, right? And he's literally like two colors. So it's red and it's black, and he's just standing there. And then Naruto's like he's moving, right? He's like and he looks so ugly.
no. Have you seen the fight between when Naruto was like I think he was an 8-tail against Pain?
Oh yeah, well
That was funny.
when important fights happen, they make it really good. One of the reasons why everybody's favorite fight in Naruto is my favorite too, is the fight against Pain, Dave Pass the Pain. Is because it was so well animated. I mean, the whole thing was really good. It was,
I've actually
it was
seen that
2
scene
hours.
as well.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
2
have
hours.
no
long.
idea what the context is for that scene, but I've seen
But
it.
it was cool, right? It was cool. And that was part of the TV series. It went over like 10 episodes probably. And the fight against Pain versus Jiraiya, I mean, they did not spare any expense in animating Pain. Well, like the characters. Because their fight scenes were really cool. Usually the porn fight scenes, like the one against Orochimaru and the fourth Hokage,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
No. The
Wait,
the third
third,
Hokage.
third.
The third Hokage. That was really good. All the major battles are really good, but then all the filler, they're just so crap. I mean, do those even appear in the manga?
Like, I
I
don't
don't know. I don't know anything about Naruto, honestly.
I remember there was a fight between like one of my favorite fights was between Obito and Kakashi. Like when they were I forgot the context of it was.
The best thing ever is when you get good animation from a Naruto movie. Like Boruto, like the Boruto movie.
Boring Naruto.
No,
Boruto.
that
Boring
was
Naruto.
some great animation. I
Wait,
loved it.
wait,
when
like-
they were smashing that guy through all the boulders and trees and like I was
No, the music.
that's what I want.
The music was great in that scene.
When you get a really nice animated Rasengan and then they like just shove it in the guy's face and then he explodes.
Oh wait, another thing I hate about anime is when an ecchi anime is really well animated. I'm just like,
dude, wasted potential right now.
no,
I know that feels so
yeah,
hard.
It's that, and it's like now I have to watch you. Like not because like
Not
of the
because
show,
plot, not
but
because show, but
because
it's really nice.
you're
It
so
looks
pretty,
nice.
Like what?
Like Saikano. How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend.
Oh yeah, that really.
That show, I mean, there's nothing special about that show, but it looks really good.
It's actually pretty boring.
Yeah, but I watched it because it looks good.
Wait, animation or art?
Animation / art, yeah. Everyone just looked really good. Everything looked really good. I mean, even the main guy looked not bad for a main guy. Because, like, you know, the main guy always looks generic as fuck. Like, like every main character in every harem anime, like, somewhat resembles the basic me character in Wii Sports.
Oh.
You know, like a skinny body, a slightly round head, and like triangle shaped bangs. You know,
Oh, geez.
Sure.
it's just really like okay.
I mean, the only way you get out of that generic looking male protagonist is if your art style itself is unique or you just make him unique somehow. Like you make the look different. But sometimes they just don't give the effort. Like Makoto from School Days, he didn't look different. He was so average. So average.
Dude, he was like
Well, I mean, the characters in the anime were supposed to look really normal though.
Yeah, true.
when I saw
I'm just saying, it's
Makoto
an
in that
example.
show for the first time, I thought for like a whole episode, it's like I've seen him somewhere before, right? Like I recognize him, and then I realized where I saw him. The background of every other anime. Because he just looks like the background characters like in every anime.
So like people was like, oh, that's like, you know, it's
Wait,
not
is
like
in Orimo are they actually?
yeah,
Yeah,
legit.
they are.
They're like
Yeah.
I still can't believe that they actually got together.
you know, at the end of the first season, I was like, oh, nothing actually happened. I watched the second season with fucking me. I'm like, they actually did. I'm like, is this okay? Like, when I watch this, I'm like,
it's like, is this legal?
I like looked out the windows. I'm just like,
that's
am I going
another
to jail?
thing I fucking hate is when, like, I'm okay with my preferred ship not sailing because that's just like a reality of life. Right? I just like the apple's not gonna fall in your bucket every time.
Okay.
But like I just hate it when it doesn't make sense. Like in his neighbor, like there's two possible ships, right? My preferred ship didn't sail, but I was okay with it because for the other one there was a good reason, right? And it made sense for them to be together, so I was okay with that. In fucking Orimo, I mean that show is not that good even to begin with, right? But Kuroneko like is way better than the sister, just as a person, you know. Who would you rather spend?
No, but the show was kind of built up directing towards that. Though.
Yeah.
I know, but there's
It's not like who you would you rather. Well, what makes more sense?
no because like
I mean, even when he got together,
no, because, like,
you
in
could
the
tell it was
second
kind of
season,
half-baked.
They start going out in the second season, right? So like he got there, but then he dumps her to get with his sister.
What the fuck?
And it's
You
like
never saw it?
and then at the end they
I didn't
get
see that
married,
one. I know it's the famous.
That's the
Wait,
only
this-
mainstream anime to actually go incest.
This kind of relates to
No.
what.
and it just hurts because even like she tries her best for him through the whole show. Like she just tries so fucking hard, and like I'm like yes, do your best, and she doesn't. Like in the end, it doesn't even matter. Okay. I
Underdogs
was
are the
so.
best.
And then you know what was even worse? Like if you put in all that effort and you were the better person, and then like he dumped you, you have the right to be angry, right? But then when he dumps her, she says like, "Okay, I understand." Like
You want her to get angry. You want her
yeah, like it's because she's friends with the sister.
We went
you know,
through
but
this in Devil's Punch Bowl.
yeah, she's like, okay, I understand, and then she lets it go. I'm like, oh my god, you're a fucking saint. Like, how can you do that? Like,
You're such a. You're gonna build a shrine for her and pray to her for goodwill.
I was just like, oh
It's
my.
like your
You should make
Terraria
one.
friend.
Yeah,